Hey, greetings and salutations. I'm Big Brother. Welcome to my show. Welcome to my variety show. Today I have tools. Lots and lots of tools. Gonna start them off dirt cheap. Want to roll them on out. Uh, so I'm gonna go ahead and advertise Tuesday's show. This upcoming Tuesday is my ephemera show. I'm still going through books. Uh, this is going to be one that I'm going to be selling. Black Beauty, the well-known book. Hey, Patty, how you doing? Um, yeah, okay. So every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Central. No, 7 p.m. Eastern. Excuse me. Uh, Definitely Eastern. Um, is my ephemera show, and I've been showing books, and most of my books are right around the 1900s and 1880s to 1920s, a lot of them. Anyway, yeah, like this one. This is an edition of Black Beauty that was published sometime between 1897 and 1927. Nobody knows for sure. There were so many iterations of this cover because this one has been redone so many times, like every couple of years they put it out. Anyway, yeah, I've got all kinds of stuff. This is from Anne Sewell. Black Beauty is a well-known story. It's about uh, a horse's viewpoint on all of its owners throughout the years, and it speaks about human kindness and animal anti cruelty to uh, animals and that kind of thing. So it's a great book. It's a good read. This book is constantly in the top 100 of all time must read books. It sits around 50 or 60 on that list, depending on what list you go by. Anyway, it's a neat little book, and this will be one that I will be selling this Tuesday. Starting bid on it's going to be 10. Uh, yeah, so that's the kind of things I show for Tuesday. I still have plenty of books. I'm looking at a big stack of them here. I've got some children books from way back then. Those are always popular with this crowd. And yeah, things of that nature. Next Sunday, toys. Lots of toys. Some in the, some still in the case. Some of them out of the case. All the ones that are still in their packaging are things that I personally bought in the 90s for investment purposes. Well, now it's time to cash in because I come across them again. They're still quite dusty. I'll get them cleaned up looking nice. But, these are, I don't know. You can give them to kids and let them play with them if you want, but you might want to look them up. Some of them will be worth some money if you're that kind of person. I have all kinds of titles: Fantastic Four, Venom. Venom. I've got a lot of the Spider-Man series. I was a big Venom freak, so there's a lot of Venom. I got a lot of the Spawn toys. I loved Violator and all of his buddies like Vertebreaker and so forth. I got a lot of those. So, I've got a. Well, I might show it, but Mars Attacks. That's one of my favorite shows, and I bought a lot of those toys. And then, see, those are all things that I purchased back in the 90s, and then I've got some that were uh, just out. I got to go through and look for them. I've already sold half of what was in there like a couple of years ago. It was a big. I bought somebody's toy trunk, and it was packed. And I've already made my money off of that, and then some. And there's still some good things in there, but I might whip those out for cheap because they're all out of package, that kind of thing. So next Sunday is going to be all toys. all vintage. So if you have grandkids or maybe sons or daughters that like to add things to their collection, you might want to check it out. Sleepy Hollow books? Nope. Hmm. Oh, um, there is a sale upcoming this weekend. I hope I can make it. It depends on if I get money or not. But it's going to be a huge ephemera sale, and I'm going to walk in and buy lots of ephemera again if I can help it. Uh, because they're advertising a lot of ephemera. A lot of my frenemies are going to be there. People I associate with who are also in direct competition with me when I go to buy those things. Uh, the last sale I went to, everybody was there for something else. They weren't paying attention to the all the books that I got. So this time people will be paying attention to it. So I imagine the price is going to go up on a lot of that stuff, and I need to be prepared. It's probably going to be one of those auctions where I want to take $300 to $500 with me. Yeah, just so I can buy a lot of stuff to put online and sell here. Oh, yeah, okay, okay, I'll take care of that, Patty. It's gonna be a big package. Um, yeah. So that's what's going on there. The following Tuesday, I don't know. I don't know where I'll be at with books. A lot of the stuff that I've shown the past couple of weeks, a lot of them have gone right to eBay or sitting in pictures waiting to be listed. I'm also collecting a bunch of stuff from the 1860s and before uh, for that one I want to do a dedicated video of all the antique books, so that's what I'll be doing there. So Jana, how you doing? And yeah, so yeah, I got a lot of tools today. You know, they're just they're just tools, right? I got some Stanleys. Everybody knows Stanleys. They're usually worth a little more. I've got some special rulers. Yes, that's right, rulers. Um, just I'm gonna pull this out and go dollar, and then that's it. I don't know the names of all my hammers. This one is marked. Bloody darn. Or I might put pairs together to come across a lot of these. So, uh, just weird stuff. I've got drafting rulers here. These are 18-inch rulers. I got all kinds of stuff. So we'll see what we're doing there. Hello, Veronica. How you doing? So that's what I'm going to do. Also, it's not going to be just tools. I also have some crafting type things. I also have some vintage doll clothing. A lot of them are Barbie-sized doll clothing. I have looked quite a few of them up on eBay, and they're between five and one of them, a couple of them in here, right around $20 each. But I have so many of them, and they've been sitting in the house for a while, honestly. I just don't want to go through them. But I have bits of leather. I got two bags, bits of leather, and then vintage leather gloves here for kids or really big dolls. Things like that, and go through those. So it's not going to be just tools. It's going to be a mix of things. And I'm going to go ahead and well, I guess I got a few more minutes. Yeah, I could just go ahead and jump in. Starting bid $2 because it's a Stanley. It's a square. Not this square. This square. As you can see, it does say Stanley on it. So I see it as backwards. Woo! Just dropped it. Look at those cat-like reflexes. Everybody saying hello. $2 starting bid on a vintage Stanley square. It is all steel. Ladies, your significant others like to craft woodwork and steelwork and stuff like that. Mess around in the garage. This is going to be a show for them for sure. Yeah, I don't. Everything I'm looking at, I have very few things in there that I'm going to sell for $5. Everything else is going to be cheap. Okay. So I'm not a tool guy, and I really don't want to be a tool guy. So here we go. I got Patty in for 2. Anybody else? I need a bit of 3 if anybody's interested. There is the Stanley. I couldn't tell you a year, but you could probably look it up. Appears to be have some kind of white paint right there. My fingernail takes it off, so. Okay, I got Patty in for 2. Looks like we'll give that to Patty. I should have probably brought in some boxes for people. Patty, where can we put you down? Oh, we'll put you down there. Okay. Un momento. Patty Steel Square. Thank you very much, Patty. Okay. Next up on the list. Let's see, I think this is a 16 ounce. It is. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what this is. I really don't. It looks like something that would mark a circle, I guess. I'm guessing. But these two here things are like knife sharp, so they're meant to mark. And this is a point, so it's meant to rotate. And it does rotate. So I imagine this is to get some kind of a radius drawn onto wood or steel, maybe. $1. It looks important. And these are adjustable back and forth, so I have no clue. Have never seen anything like it. Got Patty in for 1. I don't know. Like if you did wood crafts, I bet this would definitely mark. Because it does rotate. Yeah. Hello, Linda Punky. How you doing? Hope you're feeling better. So. Okay, well, I've got, ooh, these things are kind of sharp, so let's be careful. As I sit here and run my finger across it repeatedly because I'm an idiot. Let's see. rotate thingy. Well, that's good. That's good. You have your sense of taste, and some people smell. Okay, I've got another Stanley product here. It's called a Sheer Form, and it is vintage. It is a rasp. Okay, whatever that is, my fingernail's taking it off, so that is what it says. A pocket Sheer Form. There's the Stanley number 399. Here's what the bottom looks like. There's the raspy part. $2 for the Stanley rasp. Definitely vintage, all metal. And here's how you change it, apparently. Okay. Yeah, screw to tighten it in. Release that screw and this bottom comes out and you can change it. Got Patty in for 2. Huh. We can get the Stanley tools out of the way, I guess. Everybody knows the name Stanley in the tool. Rasp. Thank you very much, Patty. I'm not going to spend too much time on these tools, especially since it seems that only one person has interest in them. So I'm going to jump right to the fun parts of tools. Yes, fun. Let's see what we got here. This is a 12. Okay, so for rulers, I'm going to offer up lots of them, a lot of them. And they're all going to be similar size. I think this is 15, yeah. All right, so what we got here is I'm going to offer up all 3 of these. These are 15-inch rulers. These would be probably drafting rulers. Yeah, they're all 15. I've got one here for it says Portland, Oregon on it. It is a clear one. And as you can see, it goes up to 15 CSI. If you happen to know Computer Systems Inc., you could look them up. I know there's a couple people here that live on the West Coast. Yeah, okay, a bundle. Hey, how you doing, Sung Lee? I got some crafty stuff coming in a little later if you want to hang out. These are, this one says American Office Ruler, crystal finish. This is the Falcon. This is a straight edge. It does have that little brass thing on the edge. If you go like this, you will cut your finger, just like I did, because why not? 15 inches on both sides. It is double-sided, Auburn made in the U.S. And then this one, very vintagey, most definitely meant for architecture or drafting, architectural drafting. Very old, and you can tell because of this sits right up next to the edge. And I took architectural drafting at one time, so I'm familiar with this stuff. So all 3 of them, bidding start at $2 for all 3. Yeah, vintage, definitely. This one most definitely vintage. This one probably, the other two probably. $2 for three 15-inch rulers. If anybody's interested, let me know. I have, okay, got you, Patty. These next set of rulers are definitely drafting rulers. For the same reason, these are 18 inches long, both of them, $2 starting bid. Here is this one. It's all metal, so the whole thing is a straight edge, can't go wrong, and it has that foamy stuff on it so you can lay it across your paperwork and not rip it. Definitely architectural drafting. But there you go. It's an advertisement for stainless steel. If you want to look it up, it's a number 40-18. And here is yet another one of these showing its age. It's a little chipped right there. I've got, and as you can see, it's got this thing in here. This means it's definitely a drafting ruler. But these are 18 inches long, which is an unusual size. I've got some 13-inch rulers too. Thank you very much, Patty. Where's it at? Okay. $18 and 15s. Two each. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Say just a regular school one. Those are usually plastic, you know. What's really weird is I know the history of the ruler and all the different kinds of rulers. It's just really it's useless information. You know, it's good at trivia games and maybe in the reseller world, but that's about it. Yeah, here's a 13. Yeah, I come across a lot of 13-inch rulers. Okay. I have a set of 4. I thought I had 5 of these. All right, well, I have a set of 4. Bidding is going to start at 3 for these. These are all Westcotts. Westcott is a known ruler maker, and you can usually track the age of things by their different logos. But this is their 18-inch ruler. And that is a Westcott, as you can see. This is a school ruler. Westcott's known because they've got the contract in the 1940s and 1950s to do the schools across America. So you're going to find a lot of Westcott rulers vintage, period. But yeah, this is made in the USA, so this is probably one of those 50s or 60s, probably, maybe. But everybody remembers where you're supposed to rest your pencil on that middle thing there. And it's got millimeters, so that's definitely 60s and 70s. Because I remember learning the decimal system. Oh, yeah. And it's got the thing on the back where you can find angles, which makes this thing look really cool. Let's see. Here's another Westcott. Well, they're all Westcott. But the similar one is the 18-inch. So that means they were probably made in the same time. And here's one that's cursive. with some dainty. The numbers look different between them all too. The font on the numbers is different. That's something you can do. This is a drafting one. We've gone over that before. Oh, let's see. I've come across a couple of these. They're kind of neat. I don't ever remember using this kind. Okay, I got Patty in for 3 for this lot of Westcotts. Honestly, you know, on eBay, $10 for all 4 is what they'd be, and I'm okay with getting rid of them, honestly. So, yep. So it's a good deal. Westcotts. Thank you very much, Patty. Westcott rulers. Of course, you know, you're gonna have a long package, you know. Finding something for those 18-inch rulers is gonna be a challenge to say the least. Considering my boxes are only 16. Okay, let's see what we got here. Starting bid $3. These are worth every bit of it. These are made of aluminum. Say it again, Andy. These are made of aluminum, or as the Brits say, aluminium. They're 10 snips. Don't put your finger in there. You'll lose it. But these look heavy. They're not. They're all aluminum. And they're very lightweight. Starting bid on these, $3. Kind of nifty looking. If you know somebody that does yard art, they might be able to repurpose it into something. Who knows? Still functional, work nice. Pull them into yeah, I could. See, okay, let me tell you something about the reseller world here. Or the shipping part anyway. There's something called the 22-inch rule in shipping. If it's longer than 22 inches, postal rates go up through the roof. I don't know why that is. That's strictly the United States Post Office. That's why you know, I think FedEx has something similar. It's like 24 inches. After that, the rates just skyrocket. So I try and keep things under 22 inches because, yeah, shipping gets stupid after that. Okay, I got Patty in for 3. Again, this is one of those $10 to $15 things on eBay. I've looked everything up. I kind of get an idea. And these actually have a name. If you know, if for the collectors. Oh, there it is. And I can't see it. So, yeah. Okay, got Patty in for 3. Whew. Snips for 3. Aluminum snips for 3. Aluminium snips. Okie dokie. That's, oh yeah, okay. I found this in the mess. He's kind of neat. Where'd it go? Where did it go? Oh, there's those things. Okay, these are broken. I'm pretty sure I don't want to. Okay, these are going to be $1. They're broken. If you can think of anything As a matter of fact, I'm gonna put them with another one. Yeah, yep. Okay, so this one used to be white. It's got red lettering all the way through it. These are the folding rulers. Okay. If you find them in good condition, they're $15 all day long on eBay. It doesn't matter who they are. Stanleys and Lufkins go for a little more. There you go. But this has damage there. It's missing its last inch. Probably, yeah. But other than that, it's got everything else. If you can think of anything to repurpose these for, I would like to know. I mean, maybe, put it in some kind of configuration. I don't know. You know, imagination has no bounds. Um, but I'm gonna offer. They're both. This one is missing an entire arm. So there's that. Guru. Yeah. Well, okay. Well, trust me on this. But this one just start at the 1 inch and it goes up to 48. And if you look on the back side of them, it is backwards. So, yeah, both of them. Is that Patty in? Really? Might have to look into that. Not that I do anything, but hello, Angie. How you doing? I have an appointment set up to go see the cat lady. I was supposed to go see her yesterday, but things happened. So yeah, I was unable. I had to cancel, and maybe next Saturday. I don't think so though. So once I get my interview done with her and get all the pictures of those poor cats in need of medical attention, then yep, we'll see about doing that, and then I'll contact people about joining my cause. Okay, so let's see. I've got Patty in for one. I'm selling them both. Starting bid $1. Folding collapsible. Let's see. This one used to be wide. It's definitely aged. I do not see a name on it. If I had to guess, I'd say Lufkin. It says made in USA. This one claims 6 feet. All right, I got Patty in for one. She's going to get them both for $1. That is a steal. Sold to Patty for $1. All these measuring devices here, Patty. No. Yes. Okay. All right. Yeah, it might be easier to put it in a flat rate if it gets too heavy. Okay, so I'm going to sell these pair starting bid $3 for the pair. One's a 16 ounce and one's a 12 ounce. Yes, that has everything to do with size. These ball peen hammers. There's they're in good shape, top to bottom. I have no doubt that these would function. No splits in the wood anywhere. If I found anything that was split, like a handle broke or something, I probably threw it away. Just broken tools are bad news. You get rid of them. So, yep. There will never be a shortage of tools in the world. So, I got Linda in at 4. I do not see. The names on them are usually on the wooden handles, but they've been used so much over the years, you know. I couldn't tell you if they're Stanleys or not. Okay, I have Patty's out. I got Linda in for 4. Oh, this one says, what's it say? Warning, wear safety goggles. Well, there you go. Okay. I got Linda in for 4. Sold to Linda for 4. Stay. Oh, there we go. Put you down here. Cannot spell. Thank you very much, Linda. Where am I going to put these? I don't know. Let's put them down here in this box. This box is empty. Why not? Thank you very kindly. Thank you very kindly. Well, I'm going to start doing bundles because why not? All right, well, before I get to the bundles, I'm going to sell this. It claims it is 50 feet. Have you ever seen one of these? Yeah, it's got this little thing, pops out like that, and it's a roller. And here's the tape measure. As you can see, it's a reel. There you go. 50 feet long. This is a cloth measuring tape. And then when you're done with it, you just roll it up like this. This one, I can't find the name on it. It's somewhere. It's right here. It does have a name, but I don't know what it is. You just roll it up, and then there you go. 50 feet. Do the I do $3 on this. Okay, $4. I got Patty in for 4. You go look these up on eBay. I know you guys don't do eBay, or maybe you do. I don't know, but I mean, you go look these up. They're about $15. So $4, $5, or $6. Still a hell of a deal. I got Patty in for 4. It's just that's the handle. Pull this out as far as you want. That's all the further I'm going to pull it. It does go out further, just in case. Here's the cloth. Just built-in handle. I used one of these to measure my trailer. Okay. I have no other interest. I'm going to give this to Patty for 4. Thank you very much, Patty. Rolling ruler. Guess we'll do that. Okay. All right. Oh, poop. Yeah. Oh, yeah. These things. Probably ought to sell these online. I don't know. Let me grab all the hammers. What the heck? I have quite a few of these hammers. Okay. Hammer, 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 hammer. I'm going to have 2 different bundles here of hammers. Make that 3. Okay. First lot. Make sure there's no others here. Nope, that's not it. All right, well. Okay, lot number 1. Starting bid $1. Get these little things. They're for brads, for itty bitty nails, 1 penny nails. As they're called, the little copper things with the wide heads. Carpets. Rock hammer if you want. It's good for chiseling rocks. Not really rock hammers, but there we go. And then this one, which is marked Taiwan, right on the bottom of it. Again, this is that has the thing to get it out of there. And that's a magnetic head, so you can smack it in there without the nail moving. I've used this before. But this is all steel. It's a little rusty through here, but the head's still a hammer, right? I got Linda in for $1. Colorful, a colorful pattern on the handle. What does this say? Dexto, maybe? Not sure. But there is a name on that one. Have to look it up. Your dad had these? Yeah. And then, of course, the little itty bitty one, which looks like it got hammered. Happens. You drink too much to get hammered. Let's see. Wow, I haven't had a drink in years. Yeah, maybe a year. Okay, so we got Linda in for 1. Nobody else jumping on it. We will award this lot of hammers to Linda. Thank you very much, Linda. Appreciate it. Brad hammers, I guess. I'm sure somebody will tell me the proper. Let's see, there was 3 of them. Yep. Okay. Okay, lot number 2. A ball peen. A very small claw hammer. This is wood, wooden handle. This is a small one. And then this one, which is all resin. It's like there's a big chunk taken out of it here, but you know, this is for the softer stuff. You don't want to hit it with steel and mess it up. One bid or $1 starting. And then a what feels to be a 12-ounce. You know what? I can find out right now. A 10-ounce hammer. 10-ounce ball peen hammer. Itty bitty hammer, itty cute. Wait, I got some that are smaller. And this, which is meant for the softer things. Wow. It's a hard plastic, by the way. You can almost see through it. I bet this is a... Oh, I can't think of the plastic's name. Pretty neat little thing. Well, we got Patty in for 1. Put your stuff down there. Mm-hmm. And the last lot. Starting bid, $2 on these. I have a head of a claw hammer. This is a big hammer head. Claw hammer. It's called a claw. Put that here. I have the top half of a small hammer. Starting bid 2 for all of these. I have a small hammer. Isn't it cute? It's got the rubber handle on it. Pink. I bet it used to be pink. And then I've got this teeny weeny claw hammer here on this thin wooden pole. Which, you know, it's probably just, it came out of maybe a toy set, or maybe it's a gag gift or something like that. I just can't see this being a real thing, but you never know. $2 starting bid on all 4 hammers. Wow. Tiny hammers. Tiny hammers in my toolbox. Woohoo, we got Patty in for 2. Not too bright there. I'm putting all the heavy tools in the box with the pottery. Not exactly the brightest move. But I'm being careful. I got Patty in for 2. Any other takers? Come here, you. Going to Patty Crane for 2. Thank you very much. Ladies, both of you, for your bids. Filling up them boxes. Maybe some of those things might be useful for crafts, maybe. Great gifts for that special someone in your life. Oh yeah, the good stuff's coming up. Yeah, that's right. I've been holding out. All right, well, I have some compasses and protractors down there, but we'll get to those in a little bit. Let's see. These are really not worth selling here. This is. I'm not quite sure what that is, but it says there. Oh, my big finger's on it. Optique Magnifique HS products. I'm not sure what all that is about, other than maybe it goes here, because it almost looks like it's like that on purpose, huh? It's got the little numbers up there. So I don't know about these. I might throw that in with another lot somewhere. These are probably going to get junked, honestly. Ugh. Matter of fact, I'll just do that. All right, well, I'm going to offer this up. I know this is a useful tool in the industry. See what it is? This is a $15 tool in the industry. They're like 25 to 30 brand new. It's got a little inch thing here. It's hard to see, but say you got a weird thing, you push this up against it and it makes an exact impression of it on both sides. So when you go to cut your next piece of metal, this is what you need, or your next piece of wood. So that's what this is. It gives you an exact replica, what's on it. I'm going to start the bidding at $5 on this item. These things are it reminds me of those things that would have been in Spencer's or a Sharper Image, right? You put your hand on them and it pushes through on it. Hello, Miss Wiseman. How you doing? I hope the day is going well for you. Got Kathy in for 5. This is really great for doing corners, right? Or if you have some kind of special molding along the bottom of your or top or whatever, if it's got some kind of weird curve in it, this is how you do it, and you can duplicate it outside or whatever. These things are stiff, so they do hold their position. I got Kathy in for 5. Yeah, I know. I can't stop messing with it. I got one tine that seems to be out of place, but it's not a big deal either. It's not way out of place or anything. And now I can cut out another bit. So I got Kathy in for 5. It looks like it's going to Kathy. So thing's pretty neat. Yeah, I've been playing with it. It's kind of hard not to. It's an adult toy. It's an autistic toy. That's what it is. Let's see. Okay, Kathy Wiseman. Where is he? I'm really not sure. Thank you, Kathy. Really not sure what to call it other than corner thingy. I guess I can put it there. No, thank you. Don't use that thing. Okay, well, let's get on to some of the better stuff, huh? Been teasing about it. This is still in his box. It's little cheapy from China kind of thing. Probably. Interplan, whatever that is. This is probably something you got for signing up or something like that. It is a mini constructor, is what it says. Perfect drawing support. That's what it says. Order form, retail price list right there. To buy more of this, I will show you what it is. It is this fun little device. It's got a angle thingy here or something you can trace with angles, all these little dots. Yeah, don't ask me what all that is, but there it says mini constructor. This is what it is. Still in the box, probably vintage, cheap. Here's the instructions telling you all the nifty things you can do with it. Made in West Germany. Note the distinction that gives you a time frame. So between the 60s and let's see, I think what 1980, 82 is when the wall came down. 80. I forget. Wow, what a weird piece of history to forget. Okay, so sometime in that time frame gives you let you know since it says West Germany instead of just Germany. Brand new in the box, $3 starting bid on this. Yeah. $3 you get the box, the instructions, an order form for something that probably you can't order anymore. For this little plastic doohickey. You know what? Here's another one that is similar. It's okay. Well, Linda bought that one for $3. I have another one here that is I will also do for $3. Still in the package. You know it's old, but it's still in the package. And it tells you what you can do with it. It is a rolling ruler. You put it on. I used to have one of these in drafting class. It's got the little holes in it here so you can kind of like spirograph, only not with arcs, it's with straight lines. And it's got a little thing here you can measure how far something is by rolling it, and it'll count out inches. This one's $3 as well. So let's see, Linda. Blue plastic thingy. Yeah. Okay. Rolling ruler, $3, still in the package. To draw horizontal lines, how to draw vertical parallel lines, how to draw squares, quadrants, and other shapes, draw angles, and how to draw circles with it. You can do all that with this little device, and you can. I know what these are. So, yep. It's a ruler, a compass, a protractor, a D-square, a T-square, all in one. American and metric scales, rolling auto measure display. Draw straight line, circles, arcs, anglers, and grids. Anybody interested? Anybody at all? Alrighty. If anybody's interested, just throw out there a rolling ruler. $3 if you want it. Come here. Stay. I'll do another. Okay. This is a special one just for you guys. Starting bid on this is gonna be wow. This is a really nice piece. I got to be in at 7 on this to start. Let me show you why. First of all, it's a drafting set. Yes, there are pieces missing, but I do have pieces that count, such as the compass, it's got these little things in it here, and it's got the attachment deal right here. And there's another one here. I want to show this one to you as well. Come on out of there, please. Thank you. And this one's the measuring device. You just go like this. You see them on the charts in the old ship movies where they're going, oh, that's about 30 leagues from here, you know, that kind of thing. Anyway, the case itself is handmade. You can tell it is. This set is probably, this isn't American. If I had to guess, German, maybe Italian. If it's Italian, it's worth a little bit more than the German sets because they were a little bit better with their precision, believe it or not. When it comes to, scissors and stuff, Italian stuff is always better. Anyway, handmade, wooden case, crushed velvet. It's still soft. It's got the custom side. Yes, it's missing pieces. It does have this built-in hinge. Calipers, yeah. There's a little hole here. And in that little hole, this little thing there goes through it. This nail comes out like that. That's all the further it goes. It doesn't need to go any further. And then you put that little hinge in there, lock it up. It does work. I had it on there, but one of the conditions is the back of this. You see, it's got a repair on it. This is some really old cloth, but there's a split right there, and it goes right down the middle. And any pressure you put on it, like the hinge, makes this part move, and I do not want to chance something. You know, if you get it and you want to put it on there, it'll work. But I suggest you not move it lest you break it. Anyway, $7 start on it, 1900s. This is leather topped, very thin leather. You can see it. Uh, it is, like I said, handmade. I need to hold it still so y'all can see the wood. So, if anybody at all is interested in this, I do 7. This is definitely early 1900s. They made a lot of these in all throughout. I mean, it really is hard to date them. They could be new and it just looks old. Now, I seriously doubt it, though, judging from the case. But sure, come on, get in there. There we go. If anybody's interested, let me know. I'll do $7 on them. Might have to do a little more research on them, but I've already done plenty on them, so might have to do it a little later. Okay, so let's see what we got here. I have this book. This is a pretty neat book. If you want to know, let's see. Gene Logston's Practical Skills, Revival of Forgotten Crafts, Techniques, and Tradition. Pretty thick book. It got a little warped here on the back, but that's okay. It's the content that matters. There's some pretty neat stuff in here. I honestly thought about keeping this because of the stuff that's in it. But I don't know. I don't know if I'd ever use a lot of this stuff, but home workplace, planning the workshop, the ideal workshop, how to organize and all that. Applying paints and varnishes, protecting woods from outside, applying wall covers, replacing electrical plugs and cords, replacing a cord in a lamp, finding a stud in a wall, hanging things on the walls properly. It's just all kinds of stuff. Productivity, making stuff, easy things to make from sheepskin. Really, homemade buttons, making patchwork quilts, all this stuff. How much do I want? Lots of pictures. Very well planned. There's all kinds of plans there and real picture stuff. These posts will do if you have no convenient trees on how to hang your clothes, backyard clotheslines. Let's see, home productivity. How much do you want for this book? $5 starting. $5, buy it now. Huh. The spinners' flocks of sheep. Wool as a cottage industry. Feeding cows. Oh God, I don't need that. I can tell you how to feed a cow. From a distance is the safest way to do it. Cows are mean. How to avoid milking your cow every day or how to produce your own tender beef cheaply. Whole bit here on livestock. Building corn silos, building hen pens, coops. This is a gardening skills. Proper tool to it, and there's still a thing in here. It says Better Homes and Gardens. I got sung in for 5, and it's hers. Let's see, because I said buy it now. A lot of neat stuff in there. I could probably spend a couple days in that book easy. Okay, let's see. Sung Yi. Book 5. Thank you very much, Sung Lee. Appreciate it very much. Okay. I'm going to do one more thing here. We'll take a break in tools, and then I'll move over to some crafts and doll clothes, and then we'll come back. All right. More measuring devices. Got tons of them. But I'm going to sell this one first. It's pretty unique. I looked it up on eBay. These go for about 15 bucks. But its trademark is called Geo Tool. It's a compass with patent pending. Measure the angles and arcs while you draw. Ideal for pie graphs. Easy to use for geometric drawings and constructions. Appropriate for students of all ages and made for classroom safety. It shows you, come on, focus, how to use this device. Whoops. Andy, I'll get it right eventually. But there you go. And here it is. It looks pretty new. There's a little slidey thing in the middle. Places to put your... It just moves around. Almost looks like a tiny spirograph, doesn't it? But, no, there we go. $4. Tell you what I'm going to do. Instead of this one for 4, how about I throw this one in with it, and we'll make it $6 for the pair. Andy, there we go. This thing new in the package does all kinds of stuff. And this funky thing that's patent pending, and probably vintage at that. I have no idea. ETA Cuisinart, expanding the universe of learning. Says it's got a 0 mark, fixed radius points, horizontal marks. This is the knob. Thanks. $6 for the pair. So yeah. ETAuniverse.com. This is Compass ETA 8718. Ready? There's that. Okay, we're going to take a break. Oh, okay, Patty, thank you. I'm going to take a break with the tools. I still have some, a bunch of good stuff as opposed to the hammers and all that I was getting rid of for $1. Let's see. Okay. Oh, here it is. All right, thank you, Patty. Put your stuff down here. Let's not put that one in there. Let's put that one right here. Rulers. Funky rulers. Thank you very much, Patty. Okay, I tell you what. Let's do the dog clothes last. I have here two. Please tell me I have two of them. Yes, 2 bags. And these are to be considered scraps, for scraps only. There are whole gloves in here, and you might actually have a pair. But I'm selling them as scraps. If you want to use them as regular gloves, you may. But some of them have already been torn or used. But this is the kind of gloves we're talking about, right? They all have different things, and they all got buttons on them, which you could use for parts. They're both about equal, and I will. I don't know, $5 a bag. I've got 2 bags. If you're interested in leather, they are all leather. Some of them are even marked leather scraps for dolls, because I bought this from a doll auction and they use leather scraps to repair dolls. But, you know, if you know how to use leather some other way, and it's all soft leather too, you know, it's not like belt leather, it's glove leather. It's very thin. It's meant for either the really big dolls that are creepy, creepy looking, or they're kid gloves. I got Kathy in for a bag. And I will let you. What did I do with the other one? Indy. Okay. And I got the other bag here. This one's got a lot of brown and black in it. This one has one red leather and some black and white in it. Junk journaling. I don't know. You know, I really don't junk journal. I guess you could use it for that. Like I said, imagination knows no bounds. So. Do you care which one you get, Miss Wiseman? Or excuse me, Patty? Sorry. Patty and Wiseman. 10 for both. Oh, okay. No, wait a minute. Okay. I'm not going to sit here and argue with you ladies. You just tell me how you want to do it, and I'll do it that way. Kathy Wiseman, 10. Okay. Just know that these are all scraps. Kathy, what did I do with your? There it is. Alrighty. We'll do it that way. Two bags. Leather. Yeah, you may ask yourself, gee, I wonder if you got any pairs out of that. Yes, I did. Um, Nope. Oh my God, I just had it. Oh, I pulled out the bag, put it down. It's in arm's length. I had 2 bags. Oh, is it? This is it. Okay. I have here matching pairs. Aha. These are vintage. Make no mistake. Sizes, these are meant for children. As a matter of fact, one of the makers is called kid gloves. So they're for kids. But here is a pair. They are not white, they are a cream. This buckle is white. If you see the contrast, you do know what I mean. Matching set, because why else would I be showing it? But yeah, these only go up to just past the wrist. What size these are, I don't know. I would definitely say, look, my nose picker here probably wouldn't fit in one of those. My pinky would probably fit in the middle. But these are nice. Let me see if there's anything written on here. Aha, here we go. Check this out. This is size A. Does that help? Type of leather. Okay. Well, these are size A gloves. 100% nylon, made in Taiwan. Ladies stretch A, fits size 6 to 7. There you go. This one's actually marked $3 for the pair. Vintage leather gloves, fit size 6 to 7. Ladies stretch, it says. Nice condition, nice and clean. See a little bit of leather wear right there. The type of leather. They skinned a bunch of kids. Is it that kind of leather? I don't get it. Oh, I don't understand. $3 for that pair. I have a lot of matching sets. If you want me to go through them, you can. Matching pairs are going to start off at $3 a pair. Okay. I have some brown ones. I think these are suede. Yeah, they feel suede. These are suede. The size is circumference of your knuckles. That's interesting. I did not know that. Thanks for that information. It's always good to learn something new. Okay, so these are them long ones. These go on me. They go up past. I bet these are but these are really nice. Have all their buttons. This is suede. These are nice. Let's see. They are not marked. Couldn't tell you the size. Wish there was a way to figure that out. I'm sure there's some kind of measuring device out there. Oh, they probably cost $50. Hey, Paula K, how you doing? So these suede long ones, they're $3. You said they're all going to be $3. So if okay, where'd my brain go? You guys see my brain laying around? Oh, let's see. Okay. So if nobody has any interest in gloves, we're just gonna skip right to them. If you want to see more, I can do more. Here's some tan leather ones. They're in there. If you want to see them, let me know. Otherwise, they're eBay bound. Okay, now let's go move on to doll clothes. Uh, I have looked at a lot of these up, and like I said, a couple of them are $20. Most of them are 7 to 8 on eBay. So I'm going to do these as buy it nows. If you want them more than say the next person, uh, or if you find yourself lagging and you can't buy because somebody else's internet's working better than yours, which does happen on shows like this, then tell me to slow down or say, hey, I'm having problems. Okay, my eBay is BigBro Auctions. Just search for me. Do a seller search. I'd have to go over my eBay and talk you into it that way, but I think you can just put BigBro Auctions in the search bar. Maybe. I think maybe. Anyway, okay, so these are Barbie dresses. They fit a Barbie sized person. I'm not going to say they are meant for Barbie. It may be they're meant for Barbie sized or maybe a little shorter. It depends on what year you use, honestly. Okay, so I'm going to do $2 an outfit. Sounds like a lot, but it's not. I tell you what, instead of I'm going to do 3 dresses for $5. How's that? First order, and if you want it, you know, this isn't buy it now. This is, whoever wants it more wins. So we'll do this one. I'm going to start off 3 for 5. This is one. I wish I had a. I'm so sick of having that those kind of dolls around. Here I've got. It's not quite right. He's a little bigger than Barbie would be, but yeah, this just doesn't look right. But to give you some kind of scale, yeah, I know. Yeah, that doesn't help, does it? That's one dress. Here's another dress. The arms are stretchy, still stretchy. Nice little pattern here, ruffling around the neck. Flowers. And the third one in the set is polka dots with some they smell like laundry detergent. They're very stiff. I may have washed all these already with the intent to sell them. I know they've been in my house for a couple of years. Like I said, I've been cleaning things out and coming across more stuff, just what I need. So 3 for $5. It's a good bet that whatever does not sell here will most definitely find its way on eBay. This right here. There. That's the first 3 for $5. I just dropped one and it disappeared. There it is. Okay. Huh. No. Okay. Let me show you some others. Okay, those are bigger. That'd probably fit a Boyd's bear. So this looks kind of big. I know it's going through this. Yeah, these are bigger than Barbie here. Yep. I came across some. This is Barbie size. I came across some that were meant for Boyd's bears, and I've honestly sold a lot of those already. You could also just use these for the cloth too. I mean, if that's a thing. Tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm tired of looking at all this stuff. There are some nice ones in here. I'm gonna pull a few more out, put them aside. I'm not sure. Ooh, here is a corduroy with, here's what the back looks like. Got this nice little flower. Got the ruffles. This might very well be the front, so you can get her in back there. I think I have a teddy bear that would wear this. Yeah. Here's a nice one. You can put that back in a bow if you'd like. I think a small bear might fit in there, maybe. One of those 8 to 10 inch bears, you know. Or maybe the 12-inch bear. I'm not sure. And I have this one. What is? It's got the little dots all over it, which is really hard to see. And it's bright yellow. It kind of gets washed out. Nice. Anyway, these 3 for $5 if you're interested. Um, maybe Barbie, maybe dotted Swiss, maybe. I guess I could have looked for. Some of them actually have tags. I'm just not really paying attention. But I figured a lot of these are handmade too. Like I said, these were obtained at doll auctions, which this place I go is world famous for doll auctions. World famous. Well, United States famous anyway. And these 3 for $5. Excuse me. Did you see that I wanted the first group? No, I did not see. Oh, okay, I got you. Okie dokie. Oh, the first set, the ones with the polka dots and this. Okay, so those are yours. for $5. And I think these are kind of big for Barbie. I don't know, maybe. But I do have this nice light blue one. There's the bottom. Been clean. Oh, I see a tag on this one. Let me see what the tag say. Okay. Linen. There you go. Okay, so this one and this one, which is a rose pattern, bunch of roses. Yeah. All right, what's going on here? Okay, that's the back you saw. Everybody well wishes to Miss Punky. Get her better so she can come back and buy lots of stuff. And this nice summery one, green, and it's got this stuff over it, Camille. I don't know, but here's what the pattern is underneath. I'll do these 3 here for $5. I think they're a little larger than Barbie, but maybe not. And that's all I'll be selling of the dolls. There's for 3 for $5. Okay, so rest of the bag. I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of the rest of the bag. If you want the various cloths and all that for whatever. What's this? This is, wow, check it out. It's a very fuzzy coat. I bet this is a Barbie. I bet this is one of those expensive ones. I don't know. It's kind of big for Barbie. But yeah, that's one of them in there. Lots of pinks, lots of polka dots, lots of what I consider girly patterns. Here, if you want to look like a picnic table. Gotta do the whole bag. $10 for the rest of everything in here. Buying it all. Do whatever you want with it. So yeah, I know. That's what makes me think that they're not Barbie. Those others were or could be. See, this would fit a Barbie, I would think, but maybe not. It's kind of tall. That's why I asked. I got some in for 10 for these. These are pink roses. And has the, oh, it's got the lace underneath it. That one's pretty neat. Okay, I got some in for 10. I guess. Oh. Well, son, you bought those others. I'm just going to go ahead and throw these others in there. Okay. Everybody else is biting on them. And the 5 that you bought earlier, that whole bag, $10 still. I'm okay with the price if you are. And we're just all the cloth. $10 is yours. Yeah. Let's see. Gonna do that. One of these was a protest. Okay. All right, back to tools. Okay. I'm gonna do the plastic ones aside. Yep. There we go. These are dumb. 38th Street Motel. I know that doesn't exist anymore. Yeah, we don't need these. All right, so I am going to sell this lot of plastic rulers. Think 80s, think 90s. Really not 90s, not these. These are definitely 70s and 80s. Plastic rulers. These are collectible. Look around on eBay. It really blows my mind what people will buy anything, honestly. One of the things that I have for sale is not one but two bass skins from the singing bass, Billy Joe bought whatever. There's all different kinds. I bought two of the I bought two of those broken for $1. Two of them. It didn't work. So stripped them for parts. Took the skin off, and I managed to sell one of the skins. It went to Canada of all places, and I got another one up there for sale. It's really weird, but somebody bought one. So there you go. And oh yeah, I am the only one with them for sale. Hey, okay, so back to thing in hand. These ones that have the fake wood strips, they're sought after, and the clear ones, the ones you can see through, those are ones that people look forward to. All 5 of them, $2. Typical, all 5 of these on eBay. I'd probably do I could probably get $10 out of all of them, maybe 8. $2. You get them all. It's like Pokemon. You got to collect them all. Made in the USA. Made in the USA. Made in the USA. Oh yeah. Metric. That's another way you can gauge the age of things is metric. See, this is a sterling. Bat skins? No, bass. From the Billy Bass, the singing bass. I took the skin off of it and sold the skin. I figured somebody's gonna do something artsy with it or use it as a prank or I just figured something artsy. Patkins. Yeah. So all 5 plastics growers, if you want $2. Check this out. Gonna do two sets of these. Where's the expensive ones? Okay, so these are all advertising rulers, and they're all small. I was going to split them up. I'm just going to sell them all. I have all of these. Perfect for mine. Let's see. Okay, so this is a wooden one. We know it's old. They sold brushes, probably made the brushes. And you get this nifty little, this one has millimeters on it. Well, that's unique. And 8 inches ruler. Little green one. Just throw it on the ground. This one says Vicker Tools and Supplies. This is a, come on, get in there. There we go. This feels like a plastic. I can't remember. Darn it. And here's another one. This says Dixon number 14. Another 6-inch ruler. I haven't looked these up. Here's another Vicker. And here's another Dixon number 14. Here's a pretty neat one. Y'all remember this, right? Yellow Pages. Right now, the only purpose for a Yellow Pages, a full-sized Yellow Pages, is to hold one end of your couch up because you broke the leg to it. Huh. Here's another Yellow Pages one with just the walking fingers on it. Here's an Army recruiting one. Here's one for office machinery. What the hell? SCM leads the way to figure the world's finest rotary printing and electronic calculators. Has a calendar from 1967 on it, and it has a picture of a, check out that computer. Yeah. Yeah, the ones we get are like thin though. Here, this one's pretty cool. This is for Indiana Barrier Incorporated. Steel reinforced precast parking barriers. You know those cement things you pull up on your car? What an odd ask. And it's pretty. It's black ruler with gold lettering on it. Oh, here's just a yellow ruler. This is from the Metric Association Incorporated. It's made in the USA. This one's weird. And it shows you a conversion down there. And on the back, let's see, area, how to figure volume, and mass, all using metrics. Pretty neat one. Here's just a, I don't know what this is. It says Diener Brothers. How to convert English system into metric and vice versa. That is on the back. English metric to English, inches to millimeters back to English. Cubic yards into cubic meters, so on and so forth. Here is a red thick one known as a sterling. Vermont. Marinade Mars, here's an insurance company. There's a lot of those. And here's a trucking company. All of them. I know. I did took forever showing you all of those. I do all of those. Plus, I'm going to throw in all of the rulers we just did before. Give me a $3 starting bid and you can have them all. We have to request them here if you want one. I imagine at some point they're going to probably start charging for them. I got Patty Crane in for $3 starting bid on getting all of these rulers. Here we go. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22 rulers. Yeah. Yeah, I imagine there's going to be a time when they start charging for them. In the town where I did my growing up, the license plates on the back of the cars were only 4 to 5 digits long. And those were the last digits of everybody's phone number. And that's kind of weird. So far I got, I got a house for my mom, back in rehab. I'm in this big old house all by myself. Sucks. Well, I mean, Sophie's here. He keeps me company. We got a phone that plugs into the wall. Jack. I like it. I like how people are just expect you to have a cell phone. And it was quite some time for my mom got one, and she still doesn't use it right. But all right, they're going to Patty for 3. Thanks, Patty. All them rulers. Look at all these measuring devices. What are you going to do? I got a couple extra laying around. I'm probably just gonna throw them in with the lot. You can figure out what to do with them. All right, one more ruler to show y'all, and it's a slide rule. I'm running out of. Here we go. Put them up here. Slide rule. Engineering instruments, Peru, Indiana, made in the USA, patent pending. On the back, it has some conversions for you. 12 inches is a foot, 144 square inches is a square foot. Here, let me try this. 3 feet is a yard. 5.5 yards is 1 rod. 40 rods is 1 furlong. 8 furlongs, or 1,760 yards, is 1 mile. And 3 miles is 1 league. Interesting. It has surveyor measures on here. 7.92 inches is 1 link. 25 links is 1 rod. 4 rods is 1 chain. 10 square chains is 1 acre. 640 acres is 1 square mile. And 36 square miles is 1 township. There you go. That's some pretty nifty stuff there. And it's your typical slide rule. It slides. There you go. Figure your stuff out. I wish I got to learn how to use these. They were quite accurate. So, okay, my daughter-in-law's homeschool. Yeah. What is this? Avoirdupois weight. Wow. Avoirdupois. 12 and 11/32 grains is 1 gram. Okay. I know what measurements that is. That's medicine stuff. 16 grams is 1 ounce. 16 ounces is 1 pound. 25 pounds is 1 quarter. 4 quarters is 1. I don't know what that is. CWT. Counterweight? I don't know. 2,000 pounds is 1 ton. These are some nifty things. Oh, $3 on the slide rule, the engineering slide rule. If anybody wants to know. Has a bit of damage here on the back. Or you could give me 5, Patty. I said 3, but okay. I come across slide rules every now and again. They used to sell for a lot of money. Now they don't. Well, because of that market dying out pretty much. We'll go Patty in for 5. Anybody else? I think it's worth it just for the conversion back here. 144 square inches is 1 square foot. 9 square feet is 1 square yard. 30 and 1/4 square yards is 1 square rod. 40 square rods is 1 rood. 4 roods is 1 acre. 640 acres is 1 square mile. A rood and rods, measurements we just don't use anymore. Really? Yeah. I was gifted my father's that he used in high school. All right, Miss Patty Crane, you are the grand prize winner of every single measuring device, it seems. I'll get a couple more things and then I'll be done. I'm just going to grab all these, put them together. We'll call it a night. That's good enough right there. Okay. All of these precision things, calipers for these. This is another set of calipers. This is all together, guys. Yeah, Linda, I know exactly how you feel. Let's see. We had the. There it is. Okay. I found my. There it is. Okay, here we go. Compass. Another compass. Some of these might actually be worthwhile. These are. These have the. That's the where you put your pencil or your pencil lead. Or it's got the built-in point. You just reverse it, put that in, and now you got the point. The other side does the same. These also do the same, and they are marked Japan, which means they are worthy. Worthy of eBay. These are super old. They definitely look super old. Comes complete with pencil. Here's another one. This says made in England. Here's a smaller set of calipers. Again, you just measure something and adjust it to get it precise, and then you can measure the gap. Another protractor. Got quite a few of these. Protractor, no. Compass. Made in England. Set of micrometers. I know these in the tool trade. These are quite stiff. This will have this more than likely because it's really stiff. Would have to be extremely oiled, if nothing else, taken apart and readjusted, recalibrated. Like I said, the big calipers go with, and these are okay. Well, these got a name on them, and then a set of calipers, cheap piece of crap calipers. If these were metal, they would be on eBay. These are plastic. I do not have any faith in any of this stuff. But if you want to know the inside diameter to something, that's how you do it. Pick this up there, measure it, tell you 2 inches or 36 millimeters or whatever you want. Or you can measure the distance in between here. I know for a fact that. There we go. So you go like this. And they are 20 millimeters lengthwise. And the same goes for the width part. You stick the little things up in there, stretch them out. It'll tell you how far they are apart, and this is 26 millimeters across. All this together, all of it. Want to get rid of it, don't want a hold of it. Some of the stuff made in England, which means it's good stuff. Japan is better. Oh my God, I'm trying to throw jarts at my foot. That's what it feels like, these points. I am going to turn these points around so I don't hurt myself. All of them together would do, I don't know, $5. How's that? Want to get rid of them. Some of these things could be, these calipers, they remind me of things in old mad scientist type rooms where they're picking up the bottles and stuff. I love my calipers. Yeah. Tools of the trade. Very last few jobs I had used the calipers and micrometers daily, minutely, every second, damn near. I had a good job. I had a good paying job. 12 years ago, and it was 19 bucks an hour. 12 years ago. But yeah, in a pinch, it can work, right? The uh, caliper, caliper is made for. You get the metal ones, you get the digital ones. Those are good. You have to calibrate those a lot, though. The ones with the dial, those are actually the ones that I like the best. Originally, this was $5. Made in Taiwan, 70s, 80s. Got Patty in for $5. Here's the gizmo. I don't know. Okay, we gotta give it to Patty for 5. Along with that, and those. I tell you what, I'm really not sure how much flat rate shipping is. It's been so long since I've used flat rate shipping. You know, if it fits, it ships. But with some of these heavy tools, I'll have to check prices back and forth with Pirate Ship. Pirate Ship usually wins no matter what, but maybe, I don't know. I'm going to do one more sale and then we're going to call it quits. You get the box too and everything in the box. The box is, oh my God, it is a clamshell that is still very springy. How many we got in here? I think I got 5. What I have here are vintage pen nibs. I've shown these kinds of things before. This is a different company. This one is for art. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 of them meant for writing only. And this is what they look like. I actually have a pen attachment here. It doesn't go to these, it goes to something else. But just to give you an idea, this is your brush, your handle, whatever, and these just fit right in there. Don't fit too good in this one. But there you go, and then you can do your, but that is a pen nib. I've got 5 of these in here meant for writing and writing only. How do I know? Because it says so on here. And these are Rester Rocks and Company. School, fine, and flexible. So they're meant for writing only. I got 5 of those, and I have one that I think is for art. I'm not sure. But there it is. It's a different kind of tip. And it says it is from the same company, but it says Falcon Pen. And it's an 048. And you can look it up and see what it's for and all that other stuff. Anyway, 6 pen nibs, nice clamshell case that will bite your finger in case you wanted to see the inside. There it is. Night, Linda. Thanks for coming by. I don't know, pen nibs, nice clamshell case. I'll do $5 on all of it. Why so much? Well, because these pen nibs aren't cheap, that's why. And I still have all of these over here, and these vintage ones, which will go up on eBay. So, these I probably won't put on eBay, but it's a bite your finger off kind of clamshell case. The old ones, you know, they always have that spring. They got a nice hinge on them. I don't know what it is about boxes like this that I like. I know maybe it's because they're sturdy. Okay, well, nobody's interested. That's all I got. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for showing up. Next week, toys. Next Sunday, toys. And I still have a few books that you haven't seen. I got a really neat child's book in there with lots of illustrations. It'd be a great journaling book. Stop by and check me out Tuesday. Everybody, thanks for showing up. Thanks for your purchases. And yeah, have a good night. See ya. See ya. Thank you very much.